news, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
You get the touchdown calls back here at Hershey Park Stadium. Jim Church along with Joe Rutinsky. 4th and 1 for the Crusaders at their own 39-yard line. We've got 59 seconds left in the first half.
Jim, I had to laugh a bit when you're thinking, maybe they should go for it here.
Dick Beck would.
Dick Beck, I'm thinking, here you have half the assistant coaches saying, Coach, let's go for it, Then the coach saying, no.
And Jimmy, I'll just say, hey, I've been around too long. We're not
right.
going for it.
Right.
I'd kick away from the punt returner, though. I wouldn't give him a chance to field it. Well, guess what? That's exactly what they're doing. Rolls inside the 20, inside the 15, all the way to the 12-yard line. That punter was listening to me, I think. That's exactly what I would have done.
Great roll.
Yeah, great roll for Lansdale Catholic. We'll switch seats here at halftime, and they got some catching up to do with the people that are paying the freight. Boy, look at these guys are putting on weight this football season. Just look at them. They eat so well Friday nights, the post-game show. They just carried it right with them up here to Hershey. Going to send it. What's that? Brings it fitness plan a game. Physical Therapy and Wellness Institute down on South Broad Street. Right up the gut with a fullback to the 15-yard line. Valley on the carry. And we could get one more play in, maybe.
We could. And Jim, you know what? If you're the Grove City Eagles, you have to be elated going in at halftime. Lansdale Catholic, I think, was a pretty heavy favorite coming in.
Oh, yeah.
But they've played them very evenly to this point.
So quickly over to football with 24, and the clock continues to run. That's seconds left on the clock. Grove City with the fullback. Oh, no, the option play. Fake to the fullback. Quarterback keeps it himself across the 20, close to the 22. Does he have the first down? See what kind of mark he gets. They finally stopped the clock with 6 seconds showing.
Quite a few seconds run off.
Yeah, before they stopped it. The referee looking to the far side. See if he picks up that first down. Here he comes. He'll clap his hands. No, he's going to bring the chains in.
They're going to measure.
Then he'll clap his hands if it's a first down with the left hand, right? Darrell Berger back on the board now. Rich Gunning was there when Jeff Nolan and these other guys were on this morning at 11 o'clock. Short. First down. It's only clap the hands and left hand. There he goes, left arm.
That's right.
Then they'll mark the ball for play and start the clock. So we will probably, a lot of officials start the clock right now. They don't even wait till the chain gets over on the far side. Now they do. Here goes the clock. So that's it. So they'll hit the locker room. Our score at halftime in this championship AA title game here at Hershey Park Stadium. Lansdale Catholic 12. Grove City 7. We'll be back with all our halftime action right here on Info Radio.
Diesel-powered trucks, school buses, engines, paint, bodywork, sales and service. Del Val International Trucks has the solution to your heavy transportation needs and for maintaining your fleet. And at Pennzoil, they know when you're on the road, you're making money. Maintain your fleet. Stop by Del Val Trucks for a lube, oil, and filter service featuring Pennzoil Long Life 15W40 heavy-duty multi-grade engine oil. Pennzoil Long Life is formulated so that it doesn't get thin and it doesn't get thick, even under extreme conditions. It'll keep you on the road, making money. Stop by Del Val International Trucks' new location, Route 309 South, Montgomeryville, between Stump and Hartman Roads. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
Some people think of the Village Tavern as a great place to meet friends after the game for a meal or a quick bite. Others go to the Village Tavern because it's a family restaurant with affordable prices. Business professionals bring clients to the Village Tavern for sumptuous lunches and dinners that always impress. No matter what your reason, make the Village Tavern on Stump Road in Montgomeryville your home away from home. Stop in and see what everybody's talking about. Be sure to make the Village Tavern on Stump Road in Montgomeryville your stop after today's Lansdale Catholic game. Go Crusaders!
Crusader fans, when you need a hassle-free auto rental, call O'Neill Auto Rental of Lansdale. O'Neill Auto Rental is owned and operated by Lansdale Catholic graduates and has everything from compact cars to 15-passenger vans. Short or long-term, due to service or while waiting for a vehicle replacement, O'Neill Auto Rental works with many local repair facilities and offers corporate discounts. Next time you need a vehicle rental, call O'Neill Auto Rental of Lansdale. Go Crusaders!
The cable TV company. The mailman. The guy who delivers your pizza. These are people you see and deal with, but you don't have to care if they like you because you really don't talk to them that much. But the people at your bank, well, they're another story. They handle your money. You see them at least once a week. These people, you better like. If you don't, might I suggest Harleysville National Bank? All the products, all the services, none of the big bank chill. Harleysville National Bank, member FDIC.
You're going to love this bank.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
12-7 in favor of Lansdale Catholic as they hit the locker room at halftime. And here's Joe Ratinsky with a wrap.
Well, Jim started off with Grove City gaining on top first. They returned the kickoff to LC's 48-yard line. It took them 8 plays to score. At 9:57 in the first quarter, Jack Valley scored on a run. That made the extra point was good. They made the score 7-0 Grove City at that point. Crusaders came right back, and at 3:21 of the first, they scored on an 88-yard drive that took only 3 plays. The big play being the 78-yard run by R.C. Lagomarsino. The extra point failed. That put Grove City still ahead 7-6. Lansdale Catholic then scored again, 5:44 of the second quarter. Lagomarsino again, this time on a 37-yard draw, which he was able to get into the end zone. At that point, that made the score 12-7, Lansdale Catholic, and that's the way the half ended.
And that's right where we are. We're going to step aside. We're going to give our headsets over to Jeff Nolan and Dan Morehouse. And I don't know what they got in their bags of trick here, but all they've been doing is eating in the first half. We're going to set aside, and we'll be back with third quarter action, Joe and I, right after this break here on Info Radio.
America's hottest products. Every 2004 must go. Save thousands on your new vehicle at Sands Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Quakertown. It's your last chance to pick up a leftover at incredible savings. Save thousands on Dodge Ram, Dakota, Stratus. Save thousands on Chrysler Sebring, Crossfire, Town & Country. Save thousands on Jeep Grand Cherokee, Wrangler. Save thousands on every 2004 in stock as Sands Brothers makes room for the 05s. All vehicles backed by a 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty. Sands Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep, 2 locations on Route 309, Quakertown. Check out the inventory online at SandsAutoGroup.com.
Hey, high school football fans, cheer loud for Lansdale Catholic because if they win the state championship, you win. Tomorrow, all day after winning the state championship, stop by Pizzeria 309 for a touchdown of a deal on large cheese pizzas. Buy one, get one free at Pizzeria 309. Just make the extra point at the time you order by mentioning Lansdale Catholic's big game. If LC wins the state championship, you win with Pizzeria 309's buy one, get one free deal on large cheese pizzas. Pizzeria 309 in the new strip mall across Route 309 from Walmart in Hatfield. Call Pizzeria 309 at 215-996-0696.
Work or play. See the versatility of the John Deere Gator utility vehicle and Buck ATV at Detland Equipment in Silverdale. With the John Deere Gator, you can load more topsoil, more boulders, even more mums, all at an 18-mile-per-hour clip. Hunters and outdoorsmen will enjoy the ride as they traverse fields and brush to set up camp. Detland Equipment will show you how the Buck utility ATV works hauling wood, while keeping you smiling during off-road fun. Get to Detland Equipment, your local John Deere dealer, East Main Street, Route 113, Silverdale. Nothing runs like a deer. Must be 16 years old to operate. John Deere and Detland Equipment recommend taking an improved safety course.
Providing quality service. That's the mission of Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority. The Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority is proud to service 370,000 residents throughout the community in an environmentally safe manner at an affordable rate. Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority, putting your money to work for a better and cleaner future. Visit their website at bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Hershey Park Stadium, where the Lansdale Catholic Crusaders are 24 minutes away from a state championship. That is correct, 24 minutes away, as we are at the break here. And yes, as I'm double-checking my stats with Dan Morehouse, my name is Jeff Nolan. Nice to have you here at the WNPV Intelligencer halftime report. Dan, and what your impressions of the first half so far?
Well, I'm happy, needless to say, that LC is up 12-7, but it's a tentative lead at this point. On the 2 touchdown plays, Grove City had no answer for RC. But overall, I mean, it's counterintuitive to say that Grove City is a good team. They wouldn't be here if they weren't a good team. They've game planned well, and they've contained the offense of LC quite well so far.
Well, Lansdale Catholic and Grove City getting at it very early. First drive of the game after Nate Kranek's kickoff was taken by Dan Wise, returned it 24 yards to the Crusader 48-yard line. Gave good field position to Grove City. A little surprise is Jim Jazowick comes out and throws the first 3 times out of the gate.
And showed real good accuracy on his throws. His receivers ran real tight routes. The ball was right on the numbers. They've got a potent offense, this team.
Well, he completes the first one, and then he's incomplete for the next two. And then they have that penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards. So instead of having a third down and long, that gave a first down to the Grove City Eagles. They worked the ball down the field, and then Jim Jowzowick finds Jack Vallely for 9 yards for the game's first touchdown.
And here they counter, and then pitch back. Look in the end zone, and he's in for the score. Little play action pass. They fake to the left, fake inside to the right. Fullback was wide open, Jack Vallely, and he goes in for the score.
That makes it 7-0 with the Andy Hay point after being good. Little concerned how well the ball was moved the first possession for the guys from Grove City.
Well, it was a field position drive, though, Jeff. They started on the 48-yard line.
So that makes it 7-0 Grove City. Crusaders come back, though, on their own. And who else is going to do it but R.C. Lagamarcino as he starts inside, goes to the sidelines, and then it's a foot race all the way to the end zone.
Lagamarcino, big hole. Lagamarcino to the outside, 35, 40, midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10. He's going to go all the way for the score. 78 yards.
78-yard touchdown run for R.C. Lagamarcino. They are penalized on the point after. They go for two and miss it. It's 7-6. Dan, that right there, and we were up here. We had a good look at that run. And there was a couple Grove City Eagles that had an angle on RC, but it was foot speed that won out.
It was RC's speed. Once he turned the corner, he just outran the defensive backs. The cornerback looked like he had him. RC just ran by him, and it was the linebacker behind the cornerback who actually had the angle, and RC still outran him.
7-6 at the end of the first quarter. As we get into the second quarter, we had one of the weirdest plays, Dan. There was a punt by Grove City. Now, the punt actually went backwards.
Yes.
It never went out of bounds. It was picked up by a Grove City player and returned down the sideline into the end zone. The Grove City coaching staff thought that ball should have been allowed to have been advanced since it's never crossed the line of scrimmage. But explain to everybody what happened.
Well, there's two things wrong with that. First of all, the whistle blew when the kid touched the ball. And secondly, the punt was not blocked by Lansdale Catholic. You can only advance a kicked ball if it's blocked back into your own backfield. That never happened. This kick went straight up, and as you said, the wind carried it backwards. So it was the correct call, one of the few correct calls we've seen so far today.
After that, one play later, it was R.C. Lagamarcino and the speed one more time.
Little delay to Lagamarcino, a nice hold, nice juke, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to score. Lagamarcino, 37 yards.
Lagamarcino's 37-yard touchdown run. First half statistics for RC, 15 carries, 179 yards, and 2 touchdowns. When we come back, we're going to talk to Jim Algio Jr. with us here in the box. Lansdale Catholic at the half, they lead Grove City by a score of 12-7. We'll come back with more of the WNPV Intelligencer halftime show right after this.
The holidays are all about tradition. At Alderfer, they understand this importance. For over 80 years, the Alderfer family has continued to practice what some believe is a lost tradition, where hams are fresh, never frozen, natural wood smoked, hand-trimmed, and slowly cured for an exquisite old-fashioned flavor. Alderfer hams are 98% fat-free and low in carbs. Get back to tradition and serve an Alderfer mouth-watering ham this holiday. You'll find Alderfer Premium Meats at your local market or on the web at alderfermeats.com. They ship Alderfer Premium Meats since 1922.
Yoakum Ford in Lansdale has the greatest pickup truck this planet has ever seen, the Ford F-150, with rebates up to $3,500. And when you take delivery before January 3rd, 2005, a Milwaukee tool set valued at $1,158, absolutely free. The Ford F-150 pickup tows up to 9,500 pounds and comfortably hauls up to 3,000 pounds. Remember, take delivery of your 2004 or 2005 Ford F-150 before January 3rd, 2005, and get a free Milwaukee tool set and rebates up to $3,500 at Yoakum Ford, Main and Line Streets in Lansdale.
Around the block just up your street, where the neighbors used
should meet.
You always knew this day would come, and the 16 years you've had to prepare for it haven't made it any easier. Sure, you've seen other parents face it and survive, but it's different now, because this is your child who's about to get a driver's license and borrow the car, which might make this a good time to rethink your old cut-rate car insurance. And then talk with your neighborhood State Farm agents, Danette Reed in North Wales or Ron Reinert in Copesville. They'll help you choose the coverage that's right for you at rates that are right for you, too. You may even qualify for savings for young drivers and multi-car discounts. So call State Farm agent Danette Reed in North Wales at 215-412-0404 or agent Ron Reinert in Copesville at 215-412-3522 today. And find out why more families with young drivers trust State Farm for car insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Providing insurance and financial services.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
Welcome back, everybody, to Hershey Park Stadium. We are at the break. 12-7, Lansdale Catholic with the lead over Grove City. My name is Jeff Nolan. Dan Morehouse has stepped aside because we have talked to almost every male member of the Algeo family leading up to the game. We've had Dan on. We've had John. Jim Jr. is going to join us, the assistant head coach at Pottsgrove. Jim, welcome to the show. We had to get representation from you somehow. Jim, you're a coach with Pottsgrove, so you played against this LC team during the regular season, right?
Yes, we did. Yep. We were going into the fourth quarter. It was 18-12. We thought we had them, and man, they just turned it on and kind of left us in their rearview mirror.
You and I were talking at the break. This wing T offense. Lansdale Catholic, playing out of the Pac-10, did not see it a whole lot. Who plays the wing T in the Pac-10?
The only one I can think of off the top of my head is St. Pius, and they went through the year from heck. You could say this year.
Yeah.
They would not have been a great representative of the wing T, which is a good offense, very good high school offense.
How would you assess the first half defense so far for Lansdale Catholic?
You can see LC starting to get their bearings. They're not in the beginning. They were not covering the backs out of the backfield, and they're still having a little trouble off the counters and reverses because LC's so fast. That's their thing. They fly to the football, but Grove City's doing a good job taking advantage of that.
So many stories have been told about your dad this week. The season, starting with the heart surgery to the Hall of Fame induction and now being here at this big game. Talk a little bit about your father for me.
He's a good man. He's a good moral person, very strong of character, and I'm very proud of him. The nice job he's got. Nice job bouncing back from the heart surgery, and a lot of support, from my mom and the entire family. People took off to get him to rehab and stuff like that. And there's a rumor that when he was on the recovery right after surgery last year that I was trying to get offensive plays out of him. That's a lie.
You're trying to figure the game plan out early, huh? This is just hypothetically speaking, but do you think, your pop is 68 years old now, right?
Yeah.
And I know he's been on record saying he'd like to coach and teach another 7 or 8 years, but to win a state title, do you think that may change his thinking a little bit?
I don't know. He keeps saying in the paper, boy, this keeps you young. It keeps you young. So, George Marinkov got knocked out of the LC game on the first play.
We were there.
Yeah, and he's coming back. And I don't know if it gets a competitive thing there or not. I'll last you or something like that, but he's obviously enjoying it and having some success. And as long as he can, I think he'll keep going.
That's great. Jim Algeo, thanks a lot for joining us today.
My pleasure. Good to see you.
All right, that's
Thanks.
Jim Algeo, Jr., and again, just representing the Algeo family. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we will turn it back over to Jim Church and Joe Rutinsky. At the break, Lansdale Catholic, they're leading Grove City 12-7. They are now 24 minutes away from a state title. We'll come back with more right after this on 1440 WNPV.
For the most up-to-date care and treatment of orthopedic and sports-related problems, trust Upper Bucks Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Area schools do. The team of physicians at Upper Bucks Orthopedic and Sports Medicine treat a wide variety of orthopedic problems, including sports injuries, fractures, joint replacements, back injuries, and foot and ankle problems. Upper Bucks Orthopedic treats all their patients with the skill and care to return them quickly to their normal daily activities. Trust Upper Bucks Orthopedic and Sports Medicine at Lawn Avenue Professional Center in Sellersville and at uboanet.com.
Looking for experts you can trust for your company's cellular construction and maintenance? Call Swartley Brothers Engineers. Swartley Brothers is your cell site specialist. Whether you need a standard installation, a communication room build-out, ground resistance testing, or troubleshooting breakdowns 24/7, call Swartley Brothers Engineering today. Swartley Brothers, a part of your community since 1928.
A proven leader recognized for her consistent support conserving Pennsylvania's natural resources. State Representative Kate Harper is your advocate in Harrisburg and is anxious to be of service. Kate Harper serves on the Environmental and Transportation Committees in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives and is always watching out for ways to make traffic move faster while safeguarding our environment. Kate Harper welcomes your views. Visit her website at kateharper.net or call 610-277-3230.
Horgan Brothers Incorporated of Harleysville is excited to bring you this Lansdale Catholic football game. Horgan Brothers are your experts in concrete, excavation, utilities, and blacktop paving for both home and business. Horgan Brothers extends best holiday wishes to everyone at Lansdale Catholic, along with their friends and families. Go Crusaders!
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
Well, Jeff Noel and Dan Morehouse, they had another
News, talk, and
another member of the Algio family joined him here at halftime, Jim Jr. up at Potts Grove, and he said Pennybackers here with him, Rick, from the head football coach.
Yep.
12-7, Lansdale Catholic. Lansdale Catholic will receive to start the second half. Jim Nelson is down there on the sideline somewhere. We're hoping to get an opportunity to talk with Jim Algio. I don't know, Jim, if you can work your way down there, maybe we can. I don't know if Jim wants to really be bothered at this point. But, Jim, I'm going to throw it down to you at the sideline there. Jim, why don't you take it away?
Well, thank you very much, Jim. And
well, we're going to see if Jim will chat just a second with us. Maybe he'll say it.
All right, thank you very much. We're joined here by Coach Algio. And, Coach, R.C. Lagomarsino, just an excellent job running. Got that big touchdown to us to start you on your way. Comments on his performance so far?
Well, it's been, superb. It's kind of the standard that he set. So
you haven't faced many wing T offenses this year. Has it been a tough adjustment so far?
Well, we're not playing the kind of disciplined defense that we need to do against it at times. Sometimes we're playing really well, and other times we kind of break down. So we have to be much more disciplined in the second half.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. Good luck in the second half. All right, Jim, back up to you.
Yeah, thanks to Coach Algio for chatting with us. Some coaches don't, and I can understand that. They don't want to be bothered. Right, they're busy. And we really appreciate Jim Algio chat, just to chat. And he's so right. You and I've been saying that with the defense. So maybe you did coach. I never coached in my life.
well, that's it. Keys I put before the game. LC must stay home against the wing T. A lot of misdirection faking. They can't over pursue. Second thing they put, don't over penetrate. Third thing is know your responsibilities and don't get out of position. I mean, that's what you have to do against this defense, and they haven't done it to this point. The other thing that they have to do differently is defend the backs coming out of the backfield in the passing game. I don't know why Grove City stopped throwing the ball.
Yeah, I don't either.
They moved the ball.
They did Lansdale Catholic a favor.
Yes, they did.
Well, now, and people say, Jim, I hear you guys say that all the time. With a 12-7 lead, you're going to get the football start the second half. I think, and the way that Lansdale Catholic saw they can move the football, this becomes really, I really feel, an important part of the ball game right here in this first possession.
I agree with you. There's no question. You always hear that the first possession of the second half is such an important possession for both teams. Crusaders, what they need to do differently offensively is run more to the outside, run some toss or pitches, or a draw play, a sprint draw, screen pass to Lagomarsino, or have Adams keep the ball, fake the ball to Lagomarsino and have him either keep it on a quarterback draw or an option.
Some stats from the first half. Lagomarsino, 15 carries, 179 yards. Whew, what a first half. Lansdale Catholic, 39 yards passing, 168 yards rushing for a total of 207 here in the first half. And they're only up 12-7. That's the amazing part.
Yeah, it is.
Usually with numbers like that, you're up by more than 12-7. The Eagles of Grove City, they've run the football 18 times, 73 yards. The passing, they're 7 for 14, 113 yards. And most of that is the backs out of the backfield.
Well, almost exclusively. The Crusaders linebackers haven't done a good job of picking them up. And again, it's difficult because of the type of offense that they run. Most offenses, if there's a play fake, that's it. That back is out of the play. And this, a lot of times they get the pass thrown to them or maybe come back and handle the ball again.
Short pooch kick goes out of bounds. Lansdale Catholic goes right to left on your dial to start the second half. So they'll get the football out their own 35-yard line to start the second half. They're up 12-7, so we see the offense. Oh, wait a minute. Are they going to bring it back?
They're going to kick again. Yes. They had pretty good position there, but I guess they want them to kick it again.
Well, there must have been something else happen before that kickoff, because usually you'll wind up with that football up to 35 when it goes out of bounds.
Jim, the whole thing on the Delaware wing tee, the goal of it is to create confusion defensively, and that's what they've done pretty much against Lansdale Catholic.
Even the board has it first and 10 to 35. Now the officials bring it back and say you're going to kick off. They must have been out of bounds. Offsides, Grove City.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a little pooch kick, and Jason Gibson, he's really bundled up now. What are you, cold? Grandfather Church saying that to Jason Gibson. Now we'll go. Now we're underway. Going to be fielded at the 16. Out across the 20. Tripped up at the 20. 25. Nice move out to the 27-yard line. I want to tell you something. If Sal Duty would have broke that tackle, would have been interesting. There was no white shirts in front of him.
That's it. Somebody got a hold of his ankle, and he just couldn't break through. He made a couple people miss, and that one last guy got a hold of his ankle. Saldudi has tremendous speed, too. He's the one back who, the one game Lagomarsino was out, he rushed for 186 yards as a sub.
Well, they move it to the 28-yard line, so we're underway with second half action. Double-A title game out here at Hershey Park Stadium. Nice to be out here again. They'll operate out of the aisle, Lansdale Catholic. Lagomarsino, let me get out of my mouth. Lagomarsino off that right side. Sprints it out close to the 35-yard line. Moves it from the 27 to the 35. That was 8 yards when I went to school. They didn't change the math today in school. Okay. They still come up with the same number, just a different way of doing it. Okay. My granddaughters confuse me with that stuff. Well, I tell them it's 8. I don't care where you pick it up. It's 8. 2nd and 3. They gave 7. And here comes Lagomarsino off the left side.
He got hit.
He really got drilled at the 37-yard line.
He fumbled, too. He fumbled the ball.
But they'll mark it right around the 36. Going to be about a yard shy of the first half.
Crusaders recovered.
I think what Jim would like to do, and I think you're going to agree with me here, let's take it to them and make them stop us.
Yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Just shy of the 37. They got to get it to 38, so third and about a yard and a half. Board shows 2. It's just shy of the 37. They got to get just over that 38-yard line, so it's really 3rd and 1.
The inside linebackers for Grove City are really good.
Mm-hmm.
One is that Matt Tarek, 5'9", 215 pounds. Boy, he made a tremendous hit on Lagomarsino that time.
Very active is a good word to use. Here's the pitch back to Lagomarsino.
He got the corner.
He's got the corner, the 40, out to the 44-yard line, maybe the 45, 1st and 10, Lansdale Catholic.
They pulled the tackle that time, and he was able to seal things off on the inside. And again, it looked like he was going to pick up much more than that initially.
Lagomarsino with just a great first half. But the thing that really turned that first half for him was that 78-yard touchdown run. And that could be our play of the game, our fitness play of the game. What a great scamper that was by Lagomarsino. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders right on their own 45-yard line. Pitch back to Lagomarsino coming off this left side. Tripped up as he gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line. I was watching Mineta. Mineta was split left, went back towards the line of scrimmage. He cut down across the middle, and guess what? He was wide open.
Yeah.
Nobody within 5 yards.
They only picked up a yard of that. Looks like, again, it was going to be more. Eric Quinn, the right guard that time, pulled and had a tremendous block on the end, but real good inside pursuit from those linebackers again.
I don't know why, but I was keeping an eye on Mineta on that play. 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders on their own 46. They run the option. Adams keeps it himself. Midfield, 45. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. 1st and 10, Lansdale Catholic. Ran the option perfect.
They did. They put Lagomarsino in motion to the right. When Adams took the ball from the center, they faked that to that fullback. He gets tackled on the play, basically. He went out, and the pitch support man did a real good job on Lagomarsino. Wise of Adams to keep the ball, and he picked up the first down. So 9-10 yards. Good job by Mike Adams.
Put it at the Grove City 44-yard line. You'd like to put about an 8-minute drive together here and then punch it in the end zone. 1st and 10 is the green-shirted Crusaders out over the football. They're up 12-7. Lagomarsino motion left. Here's the option to this side. Adams going to keep it. 40, 35, 30, turns the corner. The 20, gets a block to 10, and he's going to score. Wow. No flags. I don't think.
No, I don't think either.
Great. I have to look all around the field when I say that. No flag.
That's right. Nice job again by Mike Adams. They ran the same play to the opposite side. Put Lagomarsino in motion to the left. He spins out of there from the quarterback position, faked the pitch, and then just tucked the ball and beat the cornerbacks around the end.
He beat them bad.
Yeah, he did. He did a real good job. Adams has super speed. You don't see him that much because they give the ball to Lagomarsino and the fullback so much. But when he carries the ball, he does a great job.
18-7, Lansdale Catholic. Oh, I really feel good now saying how important that first possession was here in the second half. LC out over the football in the near hash mark. They're going to go for 2. Adams looks, throws, batted down. So the score stays. Lansdale Catholic 18, Grove City 7. Back with more here on Info Radio.
America's hottest products. Every 2004 must go. Save thousands on your new vehicle at Sands Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Quakertown. It's your last chance to pick up a leftover at incredible savings. Save thousands on Dodge Ram, Dakota, Stratus. Save thousands on Chrysler Sebring, Crossfire, Town & Country. Save thousands on Jeep Grand Cherokee, Wrangler. Save thousands on every 2004 in stock as Sands Brothers makes room for the 05s. All vehicles backed by a 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty. Sands Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep. 2 locations on Route 309 Quakertown. Check out the inventory online at SandsAutoGroup.com.
Hey, high school football fans, cheer loud for Lansdale Catholic because if they win the state championship, you win. Tomorrow, all day after winning the state championship, stop by Pizzeria 309 for a touchdown of a deal on large cheese pizzas. Buy one, get one free at Pizzeria 309. Just make the extra point at the time you order by mentioning Lansdale Catholic's big game. If LC wins the state championship, you win with Pizzeria 309's buy one, get one free deal on large cheese pizzas. Pizzeria 309 in the new strip mall across Route 309 from Walmart in Hatfield. Call Pizzeria 309 at 215-996-0696.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
Could that be our drive of the game? I just thought I'd ask. Sands Brothers up on Route 309 in Quakertown. That might be our drive of the game. They got 2 locations up there at 309. The Dodge Chrysler Jeep. What a nice drive by Lansdale Catholic. Here's that squib kick rolling around, fielded at the 32, drop, picks it up, out across the 35, dropped at the 35. Weiss on the return.
Boy, nice job by the Crusaders. Good job covering that kickoff.
A statistic that got my attention here in the first half. 6 penalties against Lansdale Catholic, 64 yards. No flags against Grove City. 18-7, Lansdale Catholic.
I'd say, too, were questionable. The excessive celebration, if that's what that was, I don't know. That was a tough call.
Interesting, right? Grove City out over the football on their own 36-yard line. Back to throw. Drifting to his left. Throwing, and it's incomplete. Good defense up around the Grove City 47-yard line. Ryan Sexton, good defense, the junior out of the defensive secondary.
Jazwack had a lot of pressure again that time from Sexton, Fitzsimmons, as well as Noki. They were chasing him all over the place.
Time of possession. This is interesting. You're up 12-7 at halftime, and the other team had the football longer than you did. That's an interesting stat, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
2nd and 10 for Grove City at their own 36-yard line. Again, dropping straight back. Going to air it out on the far sidelines. Incomplete. Had a receiver, Jesse Alfrino, breaking over that way around the LC 40-yard line. Lagomarsino drifting over there to pick him up, but way over his head, out of bounds, 3rd and 10.
Alfrino ran a deep diagonal pattern, and Brian Fitzsimmons was with him step for step, and actually a good throw by Jazwack that he didn't find forced. He threw the ball away.
So a 3rd and 10 call as Jake Watson Jr. checks back in, replacing Quinn. LC's front 4 getting great penetration. They did that last play again, and you know there's going to be a pass play, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lots of time. And it's tipped in the air, incomplete.
I'll tell you. Oh, boy, that's a tough pass. Adam Randolph had 5 Crusaders around him.
You know what? I thought Ben Morano was going to pick that thing off, but great deep. You get that big left-handed paw in there and batted it away.
Got a great drop. Got a great drop.
If you're Lansdale, this is what you want. 3rd and 10, now you force a punt, you get the football back.
Well, this is the way they made their adjustments in the second half, and that's what they needed to do.
Yeah, you were saying that, Joe, so good assessment. Good snap. Here comes the punt. Going to hang. That's a nice punt. Taking over his shoulder at the 22. Looks for room. Tries to turn the corner. Gets away from one time. They drive him out of bounds around the LC 27-yard line. On the return for LC, Salduti. 5'9" junior. He's got some speed.
He does have some speed.
So Lansdale Catholic takes over 1st and 10. Put it on their own 28-yard line. As Ryan Adams comes in from the near sidelines from Coach Algio. 8:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Manetta will split to the left. Send Kranak wide right. Backs are in the eye. And off to Lagomarsino. Cuts to the outside on his feet. 35, 40. Midfield. 40. 30. They're not going to catch him. 20, 10, and he's going to score.
Wow.
Lagomarsino, 72 yards. He's up around the 230 mark.
Boy, what a run again.
He broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden he just outran everybody.
That receiver wide to the left that time, he came in motion and brought the cornerback down inside with him. They ran the ball to that side. Lagomarsino just got that block right there on the corner and was able to beat everybody. He got to the corner. There was nobody out in front of him. Great job again. Great execution. Great call. And tremendous blocking. Real good job again by Lagomarsino.
24-7, Lansdale Catholic. And they'll try to put point number 25 on the board. 8:08 left in the 3rd quarter. 2 quick scores for Lansdale Catholic. Kranak on the extra point try. The snap, the place, the kick is up. And it's good. Lansdale Catholic 25. Grove City 7. Back with the kickoff here on Info Radio.
Trumbars Motorsports in Quakertown has Polaris Youth ATVs that are the ultimate holiday gift for kids. Choose from 3 models, the Sportsman 90 and Predator 90 for children 12 and over, and the Predator 50 for ages 6 and over. All 3 are built strong yet are fun and easy to ride. Trumbars Motorsports, 420 West Paletown Road in Quakertown, just off Route 309. Call 215-536-5186 or go to trumbars.com for info and directions. Polaris Youth models are for riders 6 to 15. Be sure to get training. For information, see Trumbars Motorsports or call 1-800-342-3764. Polaris, the way out.
I know that many of you are tired, frustrated, and exhausted by the endless stream of marketing coming at you. The bombardment is too much because most of it misses you and the ad composers don't know you. I'm George Toth, CFP and CIMC licensee and host of Regarding Your Money and Chestnut Investment Attitudes. We continually meet with new people. We don't guess. We know our clients. We bring diligence and ethics to your money and investment plans. Call 215-855-8213 for a complimentary session about your objectives. That's 215-855-8213. Securities through Triad Advisors, NASD, SIPC.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
Here's a squib kick again. Across the 35. Drop at the 36. Great open field tackle. I want to tell you something. That's where you hit them. They go down. You take the feet away. Ryan Sexton and Grove City will have it at their own 35 first and 10. Now, real quick, down to Jim Nelson. Jim?
Thank you very much, Jim. This is a great cap for the year for the Algio family. Jim Algio, of course, 37th year coaching this team. His son, John, picks up the Philadelphia Catholic League title. And Dan Algio with that. And then his son, John, also on the staff here at Lansdale Catholic. Great family atmosphere with this team. And they're really on a high right now. The entire team right on the side of the field. Just outstanding performance in this 3rd quarter, and they're pulling away with it. Jim, back up to you.
And we got a timeout on the field. Lansdale Catholic 25, Grove City 7. Back with more here on Info Radio.
Sticks and stones may break your bones, but physical therapy mends them.
Now even Santa can take care of his backache and injuries at the Physical Therapy and Wellness Institute in Lansdale. PTW is one of the first physical therapy providers to be licensed to treat your injury without physician referral. Treat a loved one or yourself to a better lifestyle this holiday season at PTW, the leading physical therapy center in the North Penn area. PTW, Lansdale's body repair stop. Call 215-855-9860. 71 and visit us at 730 South Broad Street between White's and Allentown Roads.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
Comes out now, too.
I got to pass something along, but before I do that, the previous drive where Lansdale Catholic scored on the keeper, 44-yard touchdown run by Adams. Drive took 3 minutes and 2 seconds, 6 plays all on the ground. I'll tell you about that other I want to pass along to you as soon as we go down to Grove City. 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line, 24-5-7 Lansdale Catholic. Now we got all kinds of movement. Lagamarcino has broken the state record for rushing. He's got 270 yards. I did a game, Upper Perk, years ago. Kid rushed for 332 yards. Geppert, never forget it. But that's a new state record here in the playoff. In the
8:03 of the third quarter.
We got a lot of time left. 5-yard penalty against Grove City. 1st and 15 at their own 31-yard line. They hand off to the fullback. Really gets around that left side. Breaks one tackle, breaks another one. Guess who catches up with him? Up around the 37-yard line. A kid by the name of Noki.
I don't know how he made that tackle.
I want to meet him today when we get back to Lansdale, because I have a gut feeling we're going to be on that parking lot today.
He knocked the player out of bounds. That's how far he had to chase him.
Wow.
Great
all
pursuit.
that running, and he picks up 2 yards, 2nd and 8. As Lansdale Catholic has had 2 possessions here in the second half. They've scored both times. Put the extra point. They're up 25-7. Play action pass, chased out of the pocket, looking downfield, and can't come up with it. And then Lagamarcino reaches in, almost pulled off a one-handed interception. His receiver was open. He just didn't get out to it.
Yeah, now, Lagamarcino didn't play the first half too much on defense. They finally put him back in, and very nearly picked off the ball there.
So, and this is exactly what the defense wants. Their last series, 3rd and 10. This one, 3rd and 9.
You know, it was interesting talking with Coach Algio before the game. I said to him, how much of an impact has John, your son, had on the defense? He said, tremendous impact. He says he was a defensive back in college, quarterback in high school, defensive back in college. He views things differently than Algio Sr. does from the fact that he was a lineman and a linebacker. John looks at everything completely differently.
Well, remember, we talked about that on pregame. Back to throw. Here come the Crusaders, but they complete the pass. 40. Midfield. 40. 35. 30. 25. 20. All the way to the 16-yard line. The fullback, Valley, on the far side. They were trying to set a screen, and there were no green shirts over there. None. They were all coming with the charge, and they get it all the way to the LC 16-yard line.
Great execution by the Eagles. As you say, there was nobody over there at all, but you know who made the tackle again down on the 16-yard line is Sal Noki.
Yeah. Your nose guard.
Amazing.
He's got tremendous. He's quick. 1st and 10 for Grove City. Fake inside, keeps it himself, spins inside the 11 down close to the 10-yard line. Jazawak, the quarterback. That was a big play. Huge play.
You're not kidding, because
3rd and 9.
LC had them back on their heels.
Put it at the 10-yard line.
Very nearly. They're taking Sal Noki out to give him a breather.
Yeah, he's earned this one. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. Receiver split to the left, that's Alfrino. He comes in motion back towards the line of scrimmage. They go to Wise. Wise trying to turn that corner, really drilled at the 6-yard line.
What a tackle.
Well, you know who that was, don't you? It's Sal Duty.
Boy, oh boy.
He really popped him at the 5-yard line. And he's got enough for the first down, though. Paid the price for it. 1st and goal for Grove City. Put the football just outside the Lansdale Catholic 5-yard line. Here's a challenge for the defense. They don't like to be scored upon, do they, the Lansdale Catholic defense? Don't. Comes Wise again. They drop him at the 8-yard line, the 9-yard line.
Again.
Kranak. Was that Kranak?
Josh Homa.
Josh Homa.
Got a hold of his legs, upended him again. 2 plays in a row.
You go down when you do that. You just have nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. You take your feet and your legs right out from under the runner. He's going down.
He lost 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, back to the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 8. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. As the Eagles of Grove City out over the football. They come inside of the fullback, still on his feet, drives to the 2-yard line, maybe to 1. Jack Valley, the 5'11", 203-pound fullback, to the 1-2 yard line, rather. So 3rd and goal from the 2. Boy, this is running a lot of time off the clock, too.
Yeah, it is.
5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. As Grove City out over the football at the Lansdale Catholic 2-yard stripe. Off the left side to the fullback, and Lansdale Catholic's got him at the 2.
Boy,
good team tackling. 4 green shirts there to greet him.
Simmons again on the stop.
And company, right?
Company. Well, he got sent. There comes Noki back in.
Yeah.
He got his break.
So put it where? At the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. Boy, just some great hits today in this ball game.
Brendan Simmons just made a tremendous tackle. Boy, oh boy, he got sent backwards.
Out over the football, the white shirt on Eagles of Grove City. 4th and goal for the 1. Keeper, and they stop him.
Wow.
They stop him. Tremendous defense. Drop him at the 1 yard line. No flags, I hope.
No flags. Noki on the stop again.
Yeah, Noki. What a game he's had today.
What a stand. First down on the 5 yard line with all that momentum.
They had him in 3rd and 9, gave up the big play.
Yep.
And then they get it all the way to the 1 yard line. They pop them twice at the 2, and it's Lansdale Catholic holds, takes over. All you need right now, like a Marcino, to go 99 yards.
Well, it's not unheard of.
The only 300-yard game I saw a guy do was for Upper Perkiomen, Gebert, on a Saturday afternoon. What a game he had. It was 332 yards rushing. Well, he's not going to get this carry as we go inside the fullback.
That was Noki. He got hit in the backfield. He got hit in the end zone. Was able to scramble forward for a yard or two.
Get it out. The big thing, though, was they took a lot of time off the clock. They at Grove City and didn't get in the end zone.
Nah.
25-7 in favor of Lansdale Catholic with 3:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Jim Church, Joe Ratinsky on the call this afternoon. Last time we were out here, we saw a tough loss.
They fell a little bit short.
And Ryan Adams leads them out over the football. Here we go to Noki out to the 5, close to the 6. Big thing now is to get a first down. Get it out right around the 11 yard line. So 3rd and about 5. Well, I don't think Jim's going to throw the football here.
No, I don't think here either.
Good play for the option play. Or don't you want to do that down here?
I don't think you want to do that down here.
Inside the 5 yard, you don't want to do it. Okay. I'm looking at the defense. Yeah, I might run it to the right. The option play to the right. Yeah, maybe they're going to do it too.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, like a Marcino loses it, and it goes out of the end zone. So it's a safety. The pitch back to Liga Marcino goes out of the end zone, so it's a safety. Lansdale Catholic now leads 25-9. They've got a kick now. We'll be back with that kick, free kick, right here on Info Radio.
The 2004 vote is in, and the winner is George's Tool Rental. That's right. You voted George's Tool Rental the best tool and equipment rental center in the Bucksmont in the Intelligencer's 2004 Reader's Choice Poll. So remember, when you need that specialized tool or piece of equipment, you don't need to buy it. Rent it from George's Tool Rental on the Route 309 bypass in Hatfield and on Route 611 at Silo Hill Road in Danborough. Call 215-723-5337 or 215-348-3426 or visit online at www.gtr-rents.com.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
So the bad part about giving up a safety is you got a free kick and you got to give up the football.
Well, 2 things happened on that play. Pitch was a little bit high, hit Lug Marcino on his shoulder, and he just couldn't field it. And the other thing, very close to being a touchdown by Grove City.
That was close, is right.
His momentum carried him out of bounds.
Well, now you're Grove City. You get stopped at the 1 yard line. But you get a safety. Now you're going to get the football back in pretty good field position. So now the defense is going to be challenged again.
That's your worst nightmare when you run that option deep in that territory. I mean, you practice it. You think, we're not going to fumble, but there it happened.
Well, here it bounces at the 44, trying to turn this corner inside the 40. Grove City's going to have it 1st and 10. Right around the Lansdale Catholic 38 yard line.
That hurts.
That really
Field
hurts.
Position.
Oh, yeah. 2:44 left in the third quarter. Lansdale Catholic led at halftime 12-7. They now lead 25-9 as the Sun tries to break through here at Hershey Park Stadium. So the Grove City Eagles out over the football at the LC 38-yard stripe.
LC's trying to keep it close here, it looks like, Jim.
Yeah.
Gee.
1st and 10. Boy, look at this formation. Trips to the left. Back to throw. Gets away in the first. Throws. He got a receiver at the 32, the 30. Breaks the tackle, goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
As Adam Rudolph, who ran a drag pattern across the middle. All the receivers went deep. The quarterback had a ton of time back there. Got a little bit of pressure, stepped up in the pocket. He could have run, but he dumped the ball off to Rudolph. And Rudolph,
First down. Put the nose of the football right on the LC 25-yard stripe. Waxenfelder goes to the left along with Dan Suntag. And the slot left is Alfredo. Keep an eye on him. He comes in motion to the near side. They hand off to him, and then he cuts back inside the offensive right tackle, gets inside the 25 to the LC 23. He's dropped there by Ben Morano. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. We're looking directly at the Hershey plant. Does that get you hungry? Huh?
See those 2 smokestacks that say have Hershey printed on them.
And over there's a roller coaster ride, the Ferris wheel. I don't get on that stuff. I just come up here and turn the kids loose. Back to throw on 2nd and 8. Looks in the far corner, and it's going to be intercepted by LC at the 5, 10, 15. Still on his feet at the 18, falls to the 19-yard line. Big interception for Lansdale Catholic.
It really was. I think Dylan Salduti.
I think it was him, yeah.
Ball was thrown too deep. Right into Salduti's hands.
Good coverage.
Yeah, real good coverage.
Read the play well.
Had some pressure on the quarterback that time. Lofted the ball a little bit too high.
Put it on the Lansdale Catholic 19-yard line, and the Crusaders will have it 1st and 10. They're up 25-9 with 146 left in third quarter action.
Jim, that actually was Brendan Fitzsimmons on the
on
the interception.
Out of the eye, receivers either side of the field. Here's the pitch back to Lagomarsino. Gets a block. Turns this far. There goes a flag out around the 22-yard line. They'll pick the flag up and move it back where they're going to call illegal block. I'm sure that's what the flag's all about.
Either that or holding.
Now they're discussing it around the 21-yard line. The original play started from the 19. Let's see what the clipping against Lansdale Catholic. So for my count, that's penalty number 7. Where's those statistics? What do they do with them? I lost. Here we go. Penalty number 7 against Lansdale Catholic. Grove City been hit in the second half with a flag?
Nope. I don't believe so.
I didn't think so. Here comes the sun. There's a song out like that, Here Comes the Sun. Move it back to the 10.
Are you going to serenade us also?
No, trust me, I won't do that, Joe. Trust me, I won't do that. First down play. They fake inside to Noki, then Adams keeps it himself, still on his feet, out across the 15, all the way to the 18-yard line. So he picks 9 of the 10 they lost on the penalty. He'll bring up 2nd and 11. Nice scamper by Ryan Adams.
Well, the Crusaders made that adjustment then at halftime. They are running the option and running wide much more often here in the second half than they did in the first. The first it was almost non-existent, trying to stay inside the tackles, and they did okay, but obviously now they're opening things up a little bit.
And we're down to less than 60 seconds left in the third quarter. Second, they put 12 in I guess it's 12. 2nd and 12 right around the 18 yard line. LC 17, 18 yard line. Here's the option to the right, to the left. Rather, Adams goes down. His knee was down.
He was down.
Absolutely down. Yeah.
Well,
loose football, but he was down. The officials say he was down.
They go to run that option to the left side that time.
Yeah, something's wrong to the left side.
Yeah, Adams goes back, and there's 3 people right on top of him. He takes 3 steps and gets tackled.
I think we're going to run out of time here in the third quarter. Let's wait and see, though. 15 seconds and counting. 25-9, Lansdale Catholic up. They've got a third and about 15. Back around their own 14-yard line. Yeah, this is smart. So we end the third quarter in this AA championship title game here at Hershey Park Stadium. Our score, Lansdale Catholic 25, Grove City 9. Back with more on Info Radio.
Diesel-powered trucks, school buses, engines, paint, bodywork, sales, and service. Delval International Trucks has the solution to your heavy transportation needs and for maintaining your fleet. And at Pennzoil, they know when you're on the road, you're making money. Maintain your fleet. Stop by Delval Trucks for a lube, oil, and filter service featuring Pennzoil Long Life 15W40 heavy-duty multi-grade engine oil. Pennzoil Long Life is formulated so that it doesn't get thin and it doesn't get thick, even under extreme conditions. It'll keep you on the road, making money. Stop by Delval International Trucks' new location, Route 309 South, Montgomeryville, between Stump and Hartman Roads. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
Some people think of the Village Tavern as a great place to meet friends after the game for a meal or quick bite. Others go to the Village Tavern because it's a family restaurant with affordable prices. Business professionals bring clients to the Village Tavern for sumptuous lunches and dinners that always impress. No matter what your reason, make the Village Tavern on Stump Road in Montgomeryville your home away from home. Stop in and see what everybody's talking about. Be sure to make the Village Tavern on Stump Road in Montgomeryville your stop after today's Lansdale Catholic game. Go Crusaders!
WNPV Lansdale, Montgomery and Bucks County's first choice for news, talk, and sports. WNPV AM 1440.
Well, we've got 1 quarter to go. Here's a big third down. 3rd and 16 for the Crusaders, back around their 14-yard line. Wouldn't you love to see him come up with his first down and run about 6 more minutes off the clock?
Yeah, well, the sun is out. Lights are on, too. Bright all of a sudden.
Manetta in motion to the right. Adams back to throw. Gets good protection. Going to air it out downfield. And it's been picked off at the 36, 30, 20, 15, 10, inside the 10, driven out of bounds. Grove City will have it 1st and goal.
Crusaders tried to obviously throw a long pass that time. Manetta had lined up on the right side and ran deep post pattern down the middle. And 2 or 3 defenders were around him, and Mike Adams thought he could squeeze in there, but obviously he couldn't.
There was 3 white shirts right around that receiver. 11:48 left in 4th quarter action. 25-9 LC, but Grove City's got it. 1st and goal at the Lansdale Catholic 9-yard line. Got an injured Lansdale Catholic player. They're taking care of him out around the LC 39-yard line.
That was a big play.
Is it Matt Manetta? Yeah, it is Matt. He's coming off, though. He's limping a little bit with that gimpy left leg. Oh, here he comes. He's all right. Well, now the defense has got to rise again. That's exactly where Grove City had it last time. 1st and goal from the 9. And here they've got it 1st and goal from the 9. There's that reverse. 5, and he's going to go in standing up. Jesse Alfrino, who was on the wing to the left. They gave it to the tailback. He scooted over to the left, handed off to Alfrino. He goes in from 9 yards out. Now we've got a 25-15 ball game in favor of Lansdale Catholic.
So that's that wingback reversal they talked about. They fake it to the fullback first, fake it to the wingback going one way, then a short toss to Alfrino coming across and went into the end zone. There was a huge hole there.
Oh, it was big. Could have drove a diesel train through that hole.
Yeah, that's right. There's nobody there. Great blocking.
So they'll go for 2 trips. Look at this. Look at this formation, Joe. Trips to the right, trips to the left. They throw here a little screen, and he's going to go in standing up. Rudolph. So our score goes to Lansdale Catholic 25, Grove City 17. Back with more here on Info Radio.
Crusader fans, when you need a hassle-free auto rental, call O'Neill Auto Rental of Lansdale. O'Neill Auto Rental is owned and operated by Lansdale Catholic graduates and has everything from compact cars to 15-passenger vans. Short or long-term, due to service or while waiting for a vehicle replacement, O'Neill Auto Rental works with many local repair facilities and offers corporate discounts. Next time you need a vehicle rental, call O'Neill Auto Rental of Lansdale. Go Crusaders!
3 ways to improve your life in 30 seconds. 1. Hey, Watch a little less reality TV. Catch a few more reality sunsets. 2. People do stupid things in traffic. Don't let it ruin your day. 3. Call your mother. She loves you. Oh, and one last one. If you're not banking with the nicest people in town, stroll on over to Harleysville National Bank. All the products, all the services, none of the big bank chill. Better lollipops, too. Harleysville National Bank. Member FDIC.
You're gonna love this bank.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
So watch for the onside kick here.
I'm waiting to get it back. Back at Hershey Park Stadium, and going to be that squib kick. Rolls inside the 30, picked up at the 27-yard line, right up the middle, and dropped back at the 25-yard line. Jim Kelly, the freshman. Lansdale Catholic has got to put something together here on this drive, on this possession, rather.
Here's now where you get senior leadership. Adams is a senior. Lagomarsino's a senior. Quinn's a senior up front. Those offensive linemen, they have to say, okay, enough. We're going to put together, we're going to hold the drive. We're going to put together a drive and get some more points on the board. We're not going to let Grove City get back in the game.
10 unanswered points put up there by Grove City. We had a 25-7 ball game. Now it's 25-17 as Adam brings them out over the football to Lagomarsino. RC gets across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Pick up of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. Boy, and he just keeps piling up the yardage.
Yeah, he does.
We'll get a total on him after the ball game today, but boy, he has had an unbelievable ball game lugging the football.
I said last week against Littlestown, he carried the ball 39 times for 224 yards.
Wow.
Usually he doesn't need that many carries.
Once again out of the aisle, 2nd and 4 from their own 31-yard line. Here he comes off the right side. Cuts back inside. He's got the first down. Out to the LC 39-yard line, 1st and 10. If you want to put a ground attack together on a long drive, this is the one you want.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, that's when that's when the game was won last week. He got ticked off. He got hit, fumbled the ball. The other team, Littlestown, got the ball back. He came out that next two series and ran people over and just would not be denied. And he needs to do that this series.
I like the way you said that. He got ticked off.
Well, he did. he really did. They had a little bit of an altercation on the sideline with him and the coaches and some players. He said, give me the ball.
Well, here he comes again. Little delay. Oh, big hole. Wow. 45 out to the 48-yard line. He picks up 9, Lagomarsino. 2nd and 1 for the Crusaders.
I don't know how
trust me, we'll keep an eye on the clock for you. 10-20 and counting left in regulation.
I don't know how he got 9 yards. He got hit after about a 3 or 4 yard pickup. He ducked underneath 2 tacklers. It looked like his shoulders were about 2 or 3 feet off the ground. He was that low. He was able to pick up almost the first down.
2nd and 1 as Cranack will split wide to the left and bring Mineta wide to the right. Oh, you know he's not going to carry the football this time. Fullback, big hole, midfield, 45, 40, 44. Move the chains, 1st and 10, Lansdale Catholic. Noki on the carry.
A mistake by Grove City that time. Lagomarsino went motion wide to the right. They still followed him. And again, as you said, there's no way he was going to get the ball on that, and certainly on a running play. They gave the ball to Noki, and Noki picked up the first down.
Yeah, put it at the Grove City 39-yard line, 9:50 and counting left in regular. LC up 25-17. What a great game this has been. Wow. Again, they'll operate out of the eye. Ryan Adams pitches back to Lagomarsino, looking for him, turns the corner. 35, and there's 5 white shirts to drop him at the 34. And the important thing is to stay in bounds, and he did that. Yes. Because it keeps the clock moving.
We're down to 9:25. Clock still running.
Just inside the 35 at the 34-yard. We get these final stats. It is going to here they come, third quarter. This is going to really be interesting. Lagomarsino, this was the end of the third quarter, 271. We got the whole fourth quarter yet. Out over the football, 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line for Lansdale Catholic. Well, give it to him again. 30, 25, 20 to the 17, 1st and 10.
Boy, he just gets that little opening, and it's hard to describe what a great runner he is.
I got to talk about the offensive line. You know, I used to appreciate him too, and I know you played there. the line, put it on the 16-yard line. The line is just doing a super. I mean, he can read the seam so well.
He's a great running back.
Oh. He is just having a classic afternoon. Is that a good word to use? Classic?
Well, yes, he is.
I bet Sean Bucci's here. I'd like to run into him. I probably wouldn't even recognize him. Lagamarcino cuts back, takes it down close to the 10-yard line. As they pitch back to him, he cut inside his left tackle down close to the 10.
There was an article in Intelligencer today that basically the question was posed to Coach Algio. Who's the best runner you've ever coached, best player you had? And he smiled a little bit and said, well, Chip Dwoski from the
Chip? Yeah,
Chip was good. Yeah. He said, however, he doesn't have the speed that Lagamarcino has. That's the difference.
Chip was good. Well, Chip
was
real good. 2nd and 5 for the Crusaders outside the Grove City 11. They counter with Lagamarcino from left to right, gets it down close to the 5. He's got the first down, 1st and goal. We got all these Neshaminy people pulling for us right now, too. This is a big possession. This is huge. The key, too, is the clock, 7:54. They'll start the clock.
This is just what they needed. They needed to put together that
nice drive.
And Marcino's the guy who put it on his shoulders and has driven them down the field.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Now they'll look for Lagamarcino. Watch him go to Noki. Well, I was wrong that time. Lagamarcino just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and goal.
Almost looked like offsides on Grove City. One of their big defensive tackles moved, and he actually stood up and stopped, then got back down the stance. They didn't throw the flag, however.
But, keep an eye on the clock. Don't get that. The one thing this does, keeps the clock moving.
Yeah.
7 minutes left in regulation. As this whole Lansdale Catholic side of the stadium gets quiet, they'll erupt if they get in the end zone. Now we got a timeout on the field. 25-17, Lansdale Catholic. Back with more here on Info Radio.
Hey, high school football fans, cheer loud for Lansdale Catholic, because if they win the state championship, you win. Tomorrow, all day after winning the state championship, stop by Pizzeria 309 for a touchdown of a deal on large cheese pizzas. Buy one, get one free at Pizzeria 309. Just make the extra point at the time you order by mentioning Lansdale Catholic's big game. If LC wins the state championship, you win with Pizzeria 309's buy one, get one free deal on large cheese pizzas. Pizzeria 309 in the new strip mall across Route 309 from Walmart in Hatfield. Call Pizzeria 309 at 215-996-0696.
News, talk, and sports.
WNPV AM 1440.
10-play drive, I've been told, and 9 of them Lagamarcino. Oh. I just heard somebody in back of me say this could be the nail in the coffin, and I think you're right.
The other thing that
this is huge.
We just mentioned Grove City's defense looks tired. Now, 8 of those players go both ways.
Yeah.
And they're maybe back on their heels at this point.
Well, are we going to go to Noki yet? 2nd and goal for LC from the 5. Oh, look at this. Adams fakes inside, tries to turn to left. Oh, what a great open field tackle to save a score, I'm telling you, by Rudolph. I thought he was going to cut back inside.
I did, too. He actually took it a little bit too wide.
Yeah.
Nate Cranach had the cornerback up there one-on-one. It was blocking him, but the play just took a little bit too long to develop. He couldn't hold the block long enough.
A loss of a yard on the play. 3rd and goal from the 6.
A great individual effort.
Got guys in back of me pacing the floor back. 3rd goal from the 6-yard line.
Great effort by...
now you know why I love doing high school sports. Just great. Banetta splits wide right. Lagamarcino in motion. Noki goes in standing up. I told you, Joe. I told you. They were setting him up. Noki goes in from 6 yards. 31-17, Lansdale Catholic.
Jim, that's the same play that he got the big gain on before. They put Lagamarcino in motion to the right, wide to the right. People, I guess, are looking for him. They give the ball back up to Noki inside, and he goes into the end zone, broke one arm tackle, and that's it.
6:20 left in regulation. Lansdale Catholic up now 31-17. Now we've got an official, one of the Grove City players having a problem with his headgear.
I believe that's a 12-play drive.
12-play drive, guys? Is that what I'm being signaled?
11-play drive.
That's close.
Lagamarcino carried the ball 9.
Don't close count anymore?
Lagamarcino carried the ball 9 times.
Kick is up. No good, right? Yeah, no, it was good. It went through. I was waiting. Our score, 32-17, Lansdale Catholic. Back with the cook-off here on Info Radio.